We want Africans, and I'm saying this again, to fight their government the same way we are, because they owe us that. Africa is not going to thrive if we all hide behind going to other countries, going to Europeans, and they're calling us slaves and making us cheap labor. We're never going to progress as a continent. We can't live in fear of our leaders. That is not leadership. What I do want, though, is for our African brothers and sisters to respect our country.
The banks in Nigeria are owned by black Nigerians. They own properties. Nigerians in that entertainment industry, they are not competing with South Africa. They are competing with America. When you see a Nigerian artist, when you see a music video of a Nigerian, you will mistaken it for Americans.
Welcome to another reaction video. I'm Teresa, and you know I'll do it on this channel, react to trending videos about Africa, what Africans or what other people are saying about Africa and Africans. So this period, like we know, a whole lot of people has been reacting to what is happening in South Africa and Nigeria, and of course we'll be taking a look at some of these videos. And as usual, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section. And of course, if you are new here, I'm Teresa. I don't know if I said that earlier. Consider subscribing. Don't forget to turn on post notification, because that will notify you whenever I will drop new content on this channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, like I said, share, and let's get into it.
South Africa is a wicked country. They don't have love in Nigeria. I'm still saying it. They don't show us love. We don't have freedom. Even when you apply to have your resident permit, they will use the opportunity to arrest you and put you inside. At the end of the day, you suffer inside, they will deport you.
I traveled to South Africa in 1998. I've been staying in South Africa. The xenophobia thing started. So they do the first one, they destroy our things. We managed to recover during our former president Buhari. Now they started the second one again, and this second one is very, very deadly. My kids are over there because they are there with their mother in South Africa.
So this particular video is about Nigerians sharing their experience in South Africa, which I guess they are illegal immigrants. So if you're staying in some country illegally, I don't know what you are expecting. And this is not about me supporting any country. I'm just talking in general. Like, if you're staying in another person's country illegally, if you're staying somewhere and they said this is what they want, you have to be documented. You need to have this and that. Just try to get it, so in case anything comes up, you'll be able to tender your documents. Not like anything comes up and you start saying all this and that, and you know. But still, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section, because according to the woman, she said South Africans are so let me know if what she said is true or false down there in the comment section.
The banks in Nigeria are owned by black Nigerians. They own properties. Nigerians in that entertainment industry, they are not competing with South Africa. They are competing with America. When you see a Nigerian artist, when you see a music video of a Nigerian, you will mistaken it for Americans. They are moving. You are busy with machete here. People are working on themselves. People are beginning to appreciate that there is nothing better about America. Africa is more beautiful and more richer than America, even here in Africa.
This particular video you just watched is by a South African man, and I'm very sure most South Africans won't be happy with this video, but the man is saying the truth. Just like I said in some of my videos, if you are saying South Africans are this, they are that, they are just stereotypes. It doesn't mean that all South Africans are like that. So the same thing applies to all other countries, most especially Nigeria, because I think our reputation, in fact, I don't know what to call it, because once you introduce yourself as a Nigerian to somebody, what they think in their head, you are a scammer, you are a liar, you are a this, you are a that. To the extent that I've seen a whole lot on social media that Nigerians, when they get remote jobs and those people get to know that they are Nigeria, I'm sorry, we can't employ you because you are in Nigeria, and it doesn't make sense. And that's stereotyping. So the way you see people stereotyping South Africa is the way they stereotype Nigeria. Like the stereotype is everywhere, actually. But I think for Nigeria, it's like this. It's way more higher than any other country, because most Nigerians, when they meet themselves in the midst of other African people don't want to really relate with them. Now, think about Nigerians in the UK, in Asia countries. Just think about the kind of things they'll be going through. And like I said, some of these people will have been in Nigeria if our system is working, if the country is working, if the government is working, if we have a structure. I don't see the need for people leaving their country. If everything works, if you can invest here and it works out for you, I don't see the need. But the fact that even after school, some people still try to get no job, you try to start business, no support, nothing. People have to leave. People have to leave. And if you're saying Nigerians, they do this one, they are scammers, they are this one, I believe all countries, they have people that do those things. Not only Nigeria. You can't tell me it's only Nigeria. So, like I said, this particular man, I'm very sure South Africans will be happy with him. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment section.
We want Africans, and I'm saying this again, to fight their government the same way we are, because they owe us that. Africa is not going to thrive if we all hide behind going to other countries, going to Europeans, and they're calling us slaves and making us cheap labor. We're never going to progress as a continent. We can't live in fear of our leaders. That is not leadership. What I do want, though, is for our African brothers and sisters to respect our country, because currently they don't do that. That is the honest truth. They don't respect us. They don't respect our country. You must see them on Facebook tormenting me, tormenting South Africans, telling us they're not going anywhere. This is their country. Mandela gave it to them. All of these things. You don't want to do that. It's not fair on us, right? Because you're placing the burden on us, and they get away scot-free to do whatever they want. So we're saying responsibility lies on both South Africans and foreign nationals to behave themselves in South Africa. Let us deal with the issue of migration. If you're coming to the country, come in through the legal routes and the right way. So that when we go to your country, we also feel comfortable knowing that we're respecting your country's laws. Because you don't want us to come to your country and do as we want and just behave anyhow. That's not fair. But ideally, the model is for Africa to work. For all Africans. We have children now that deserve to have a functioning Africa. We're Africans, and black people, we don't glorify just our skin color. We think like people who want to improve the continent. We behave like people who want to. We can't have dictators every single time. We've got 90-year-olds sitting there running the country while people are being beaten up and hit. Human rights must not only apply in South Africa. Human rights must apply everywhere in Africa. African leaders must not sit there in those Pan-African parliaments and discuss minds and all of. They must discuss real life African people problems. How are they making their people live better? The infrastructure, the roads, how they're improving their lives. And I'm so annoyed that we get to spend so much time discussing this issue over real other. I mean, I was so annoyed that there's children in Nigeria being kidnapped. I want to be there to help Nigerians to say we can't have whatever Boko Haram or ever terrorizing the. What is the Nigerian government doing about that? They can't go on as if it's business as usual while the children getting kidnapped. That can't. We as the citizens of Africa really need to hold our governments accountable. And if we continue to fight each other, we're never going to get to that phase.
Jacinta.
Okay, so this is an interview where Jacinta talked about a whole lot. And I mean, just a recap, we all need to hold our government accountable. If you feel your government isn't doing something right, the option is not for us to start fighting each other. It's not for Nigerians to start fighting South Africans, for Zimbabweans to start fighting South Africans. We need to hold our government accountable. We can't run forever. We need to come together and work on our countries. Because if our government see that, okay, these people are not trying to do anything, they are looking at the statistics, the way people are trying to leave the country. Oh, they'll be like, okay, maybe the rest that are here, they can't really afford it, so we can actually do whatever we want with those people, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. We need to work for the betterment of our country. We need to build a country that in the future our children, our grandchildren, they can be able to like point like, this is where I'm from and I'm so proud of it. But with the way things are going, an average Nigeria, we don't want to work on anything. An average Nigeria just wants to live. But if you think I'm wrong, let me know down here in the comment section. If you're in Nigeria and you think there are other things we can do, or there are better ways that we can do to make our government accountable for the things they are doing, or if there are better ways we can just have a working system, a structured system, let me know down there in the comment section.
They're still in the bridges in Nigeria. I'm not exaggerating. They're stripping the bridges of all critical structural reinforcements, such as iron rods, steel cables, and support components on the bridges. Now they're taking these materials to scrap yards and selling them on the black market. As you can see right here, this is a bridge in Lagos. Look at this brick, y'all. They chipped away this column and stripped all the steel, all the cable rods from this bridge. 27 people was arrested, but this is what they're doing in Nigeria.
Some things I see on social media and I'll just do my hands on my face like this, because what's going on? I know a whole lot of people say our government is bad, our government, they're not working, they're not doing anything, no system, nothing. But even the citizens, we are not any better, because tell me why you are destroying things and taking it to scrapyard to sell them. Because I know you say there are no jobs, but there are other things that you can do. There are honest means that you can use to get something for yourself. I, for example, I'm also a graduate. I'm here to get a job, but I'm not stealing. I'm not a scammer. I just make sure I do things to legal things to put food on my table. Pending when I will get something better, pending when I will get something that is worth it. But some Nigerians, they don't want to do that. And before you call for me that it's not all Nigerians or it's not only in Nigeria, I will only speak for my country, because I'm in Nigeria and I stay in Nigeria, and I see some of the things on the media and I'm just so ashamed of myself. If we can do this in our country, doesn't mean that we can also do that in other countries. It doesn't make sense. Now, this is one of the reasons why some people don't actually want to have anything to do with Nigerians, because the kind of reputation we create for ourselves is so bad. Imagine me as a Nigerian watching this and feeling bad. Then imagine someone that is not a Nigerian watching something like this. What are you expecting? You want to, are you expecting them to just like, oh, okay, you've done a good job well done? It's not possible. It doesn't work that way. We need to change our orientation. Like, we say the government does not do things, and they still try to build a bridge, and you guys just went there, destroy the whole things, take some of the things you think you can sell, and just, it doesn't make sense if you ask me. But let me know what you think down there in the comment section. So I'm asking you for your own opinion about all of these clips that we just saw, all of these trending clips that we just saw. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So once again, I'm Teresa, and if you are new here or you're just coming across my channel for the very first time, please subscribe, turn on post notification. That will notify you whenever I drop a new content on this channel. Also like, comment. That comment is very important. And share, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.